There's a lot of new features that have been added to Zoom and adding more and more each day, and I just noticed a couple, and I'm gonna go over the latest and about some myths or maybe some cool things that I've touched on in the past that you may not have noticed. Some more noticeable, some not as noticeable, especially in that security tab. So let's get right into Zoom. I'm gonna touch over what you see here in the screen right there. Right here in the screen. Let me just go and take this bigger here. We're gonna look at the security tab, the participants list. We're gonna go over chat, which is, there it is right there. There's the chat and the participants. Start a summary like you're recording, but it sends you a text base, not a video or audio. It'll send you a text summary of your meeting. AI companion, live chatting with your AI companion during a meeting. Record obviously is there from the beginning. Polls, show captions, breakout rooms, reactions, apps. What are the apps you can use? And notes. All of this right now coming up. Stay tuned. So let's just get into this. So you click the security tab, you see a bunch of options. A lot of check marks here right now, meaning they're on. So let's just go through the security tab here right now. If you can see my screen at all, and this will be a better one. You can lock a meeting. If you don't want to let anyone else in, you start a meeting at the top of the hour and say, if you're late, you can't come in. Well, lock that meeting, and it won't let anyone else come in while you discuss what it is you need to discuss. Enable waiting room. You let people come in, you have it set to open the meeting at a certain time, or just let anyone in. And as long as someone comes in as the host later on, they'll have access to the security menu, and they can turn on waiting room, turn off waiting room whenever they like. So that's a little myth here, that you need to have these settings turned on as you start the meeting. Those settings are the default settings for that meeting, but they can be turned off or turned on at any time during the meeting as long as there's a host. You can hide profile pictures. If you don't want people to actually show to show up just as initials or abbreviation, you can hide profile pictures. If someone has their camera turned off, which we'll get to that in the security, it'll hide any profile pictures when their camera is off, so nothing can be shown. For bias, to keep things as fair as possible. Let's moving on. In this list here, so you can allow people to share screen or turn that off. You can turn chat off. You can rename yourself to allow people to not rename or rename themselves. You can turn that off. Unmute themselves. You can not let people start their video. You can turn start video off. Whiteboards, if you ever played around with whiteboards where you can actually draw and share like a meeting whiteboard type thing, you can draw, add text to that live during the meeting. You can allow people to share notes. Now, you might want to do this just for the complexity reasons, because these are all new, kind of recently new features. You might want to just turn off, because if you notice, I'm host right now, but there is a lot of icons here in the bottom of the meeting, and sometimes it can be a little overbearing when you see all these icons. So you can just turn all these stuff off for people. The downside to all this, once you click it, the menu goes away, so you have to keep going back into the meeting. But if you exit the meeting or restart the meeting, these are all will refresh apparent, and the meeting will open according to how you have it set in the meeting login on the browser. That's I brought it in, but I'm doing Zoom full screen, so we're just gonna go with it. But you can turn it off. When you close it, it'll come back with the default settings in the next meeting when you open. So there's the security tab. Security tab. A lot of things you can turn on, turn off. So we went over the security tab, participants list. I'm host, but you'll see a claim host if you're not host. That's another, we can do that in another video too. I just was trying to get that in. You can invite people in, copy the link. You can put emails in by email, share an email, or go through your contacts list, meeting passcode and everything, copy information, and this is how you can easily invite people into your meeting. As host, you have the ability to mute all here in the participants list. And you'll have a bunch of options by each member as well, so you'll have that. And so next up we have the chat. And I not mentioned you can say to all participants only from when they join, or only host, or you can set it to, oh, you can't change that. So you say got it, accept that, and then you say catch me up. And AI is keeping track of what's been going on in the meeting, and someone can ask AI what's been going on. Catch me up. Not much has happened since AI Companion was turned on. And so this is a new function in AI. You can chat live with AI and see what's happened, what you missed in the meeting. Fair warning, full disclosure, it's not the most perfect feature. There may be errors in whatever AI provides to you. So it's based on feedback that we give out to Zoom as we speak and show up on the microphone. So it's based on input given. So as I'm just gonna do that so you can see that too. Next up, we have start summary. So meeting summary with AI Companion it may include third-party models. Zoom does not use audio-visual. It starts like it's recording, and when everyone accepts it, you can stop it or you say got it, and then now, if I unmute myself now, it'll send me, when this meeting closes, it'll send me a summary of what's been happening, what's been talked about in this meeting. I'm doing a recording, I'm doing a video and showing off the Zoom features. So I'm just talking about some stuff for the summary progress to see what that does, and I'll have to like pop it up in a document link in the link to this video, just to show the meeting summary of how it looks and everything. So that's summary. So we went over the summary, we stopped that, and then AI Companion, we showed that. Next up, polls you may or may not be familiar with. You create them on the browser, online, at a desktop, and you can actually kind of start it here too. You can add polls, you can star, you can launch the polls, you can click the polls to edit. You can type a question 1. This is your 2. Required, show as a drop down, and then save, and then when you launch it, now I can't see, I just see results. when I launch it. And then you end poll. So I did just so, and you can share results too at the end. So that's polls. Show captions. Anyone can turn captions on, set it as English. And now you'll see captions every time a person speaks. So this is a nice, easy way, actually, to... What if I turn video on? To actually put kind of captions in your video. Interesting. So you can have captions turned on, nice, and shows up very nicely like that. But yeah, I'll keep them on for the rest of the video. Moving on to reactions, you can clap, you can thumbs up, you can raise your hand, you can lower hand, you can celebrate. Simple reactions. Apps. Bunch of apps. A lot of them you have to actually pay. It's third-party purchases required. Add apps. Search. And there's a trending list in here. So let's go over the trending Zoom apps right now. So let's open this up. So we got meeting recaps. We already showed that Zoom AI does, so that's included in Zoom. AI meeting assistant by Fathom. I've heard someone else actually had that. Figma, Miro, online collaborative whiteboard, Zoom Rooms controller, Showmaster. Showmaster is pretty cool, actually. I've used Showmaster. Watch this. Let it load. So you have a timeline fix 5 minutes, controls the duration. So it set it for, let's do like 1 minute for this purpose, video purpose. Allow minute deviation to synchronize ending of music. You have add a countdown. You can add technology theme and then schedule messages at times. Let's go and start show. So you set this up. Content, join us in learning about digital transformation journey and branding, audience feedback, audience display. Oh, that's a pro version. And you can select your music. Let's start show. So there's a lot of working around to figure out about it, but it's a pretty cool thing to figure out. It's trying to figure out how to make it work from OBS to Zoom. But yeah, pretty cool app. This is Showmaster. I like that. Showmaster has a countdown available. But play around, find an app that you maybe like. Prezi's another cool one. If you want to like have on-screen text displayed. I have to have video on too. Let's turn off captions. Oh, I have to download it. But for on-screen text, it's like a slideshow on Zoom. That's a pretty cool app as well. Prezi, check out Prezi, check out Showmaster, check out name tags. Prezi has name tags too. Playing music, but yeah, that's Zoom features. I went over a bunch of Zoom features today. Edit this, and I'll put that link to the meeting summary that I'm going to get when I end this Zoom meeting. So I'll do that then. But like, if you enjoyed this video, I did another one on my microphone. You should go check out that video if you want to learn about my microphone and how you can purchase that. But I'll do stuff like that here and there. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll end it there until the next video I do. See you around to that next video. Bye.